Hello everyone, welcome back to Football Manager 2017 with Newcastle United, and we are starting today's episode with a home game against West Ham United in the EFL Cup. It is the quarter-final. In the earlier quarter-finals, both Manchester clubs managed to get through, Liverpool getting knocked out. If we can get through today, I think we're in with a good chance. If we get one of the Manchester clubs over two legs, I think we can beat them. But I am resting quite a few players for this game. It's quite a tired team at this point, and we've still got the Christmas period to go, so I don't want to knacker them out too early. The great news is that Simone Fava has recovered from a broken leg. We signed him quite a while ago, but he's just not been fit enough to start. I think he broke his leg just a couple of weeks after signing in training. But he's going to start on the left flank. Simonson up top. Scott Orr still on the right with Leroy Sané still out. Kovacic and Melagoni have Sampa behind them. Then Rahman, Lucas, Almanza and Pinheiro make up the back four. In terms of today's schedule, we do have an away game against QPR next, then a bit of a dead rubber against Braga. We've already won that group on 15 points out of 15. And then it's a big games against Manchester City at home, Spurs away, finishing off with Stoke at home. Those are the big juicy games still to come, but for now we need to try and make our way into the semi-finals of another cup competition. Torres finds Price, now Carroll. Out wide to Ricardo Rodriguez, he can certainly play, and he's found Timo Werner. And to Koric, back to Carroll. West Ham looking dangerous here. It's been a really poor game so far, as Price looks to make something happen. And Melagoni's gone in with a foul there. I was just looking to take him off. He's tired on a yellow card, and now he's going for that early bath. Price finds Koric, edge of the area. Sampa goes in for the tackle but wins it, and Origi's looking for Simonson. Can we snatch a late winner? He puts the ball across to Scott Orr, who takes a touch, runs inside and scores the winner. Not for the first time. Scott Orr has scored a great goal to give us a win, surely. There's a full-time whistle. Scott Orr has won it for us right in the last few minutes. Despite going down to 10 men, we are in the semi-finals of the EFL Cup in normal time. It's bottom club QPR in the firing line today as we look to bounce back to winning form. We've won the last game. It's 3 in a row now as we try and put together a strong run of hopefully 10 or more games. We're in a good position in the league if we win this match. We'll close the gap to 31 points on Liverpool, but we'll also close the gap to 3 points on league leaders Manchester City, and we do still have a game to play against them. Spurs have dropped down to just below us because of our goal difference, and that we need to win to stay in that position. I'm hoping the team today will be strong enough. Leroy Sané back on the bench after a groin strain. Origi and Scott Orr are on the wings. Simonson still getting the nod up top despite only 1 goal in about 7 games. Rabiot, Kovacic and Cook in the middle. Rahman, Lucas, Momana and Chambers across the back four, and Ketchel in goal. Corner from Kovacic towards Momana. It's headed out. Rabiot's picked it up and he sends the ball back across to Kovacic, who's got a bit of room and a man out on his left. Lucas to Cook. Not sure where we're going with this ball. Here is Rabiot though. Now Kovacic, he's in good position. Origi through to Simonson, who puts it wide. Rabiot into Origi. Ball comes back to Kovacic with a bit of room, but he's looked for Baba Rahman. His cross deflected, and now Mason can launch a counter-attack for QPR. Instead, Momana wins the tackle. Kovacic to Scott Orr, looking for Simonson if he can. Instead, Sheaf with it. QPR defending to the last man at the moment. They're not letting us get shots on target. But Scott Orr, cross to Rabiot into Simonson. Now Kovacic finds Scott Orr again. Can he pull it back? He does, and Rabiot does hammer it in. That shot was on target, and we've got the lead. Rabiot to Simonson. He needs a goal. Scott Orr gives the ball away. Momana wins the header though, but that's a foul. He's already on a yellow card. We could be about to get another red card. And we've got a serious problem with players picking up yellow cards at the minute. We're now down to 10 men with over an hour still to play. Poulter finds Clough. Now Angbakato into Zach Clough, but Chambers gets it away. Origi can launch a counter-attack. He's got Simonson with him. They are a dangerous force. Simonson going on his own, plays it out to Scott Orr, takes a touch, pulls it back. Origi at the far post, slots it home for 2-0. Chambers with the throw into Scott Orr. The header on, and Engbakato has picked up an injury there. It looks like he's going to have to go off, but Poulter continuing the attack. Now Taylor. Great counter-attack this from QPR, and Cousins with a thunderbolt of a strike. They played on despite having a man down, and they've got the goal to reward it. Kovacic with a corner into the near post. Rabiot back in. Hawkins gets it away, and we need to be careful on the counter-attacks from these corners. Simonson with a good tackle, but the ball played across. Chambers heads it out. Morris forward. Cousins, Zach Clough through to Mason, and we could be at risk here. Sheaf to Poulter, that's just wide. Simonson's free kick, a lot of players in the box. Hunt tries to clear it, but only finds Origi. Ball is cleared out. Lucas picks it up though, and he's got a bit of space there. Plays it in. Free kick for Simonson, edge of the area, plays it in. Hawkins heads it away. And we've let Coolfirst get straight in on goal. I think he's a defender. I'm hoping he'll miss it. And he has. Into the arms of Ketchel. Chambers. QPR now down to 10 men as well due to an injury. Babarahman on the left flank. Forward to Origi. Into Rabiot. Another goal would make things quite comfortable, I think. Chambers plays it down the line for Scott Orr. He can pull it across. And there's Simonson for the easiest goal he'll ever score. 3-1. He's on 13 for the season. Still a way to go to catch Origi, but he has made it comfortable. Clough with the long free kick. It's headed away. Morris has bounced that off Simonson. That's a dangerous thing to do when he's just scored. He's in on goal. It's a good save. And again, double save from the keeper. Simonson really should have scored that one. Well, it was a very good win in the end. I think QPR getting that injury made it a bit more comfortable. They did put us on the ropes a bit at 2-1, but we got the goal through Simonson. That means that we've closed the gap on Manchester City, just 3 points, and we play them next in the league. Time for that dead rubber against SC Braga. I'm not too worried about this game. It's a totally changed team. Kostyansky, Diaz and Orr are the front three. Taylor, Roning and Samper in the middle. Rahman, Carvalho, Almanza and Mamana across the back four. And a Merrick Muller back in goal. Would be nice to keep our 100% record, but we've already won this group by quite a margin. And this is just to put the gloss over the icing on the cake. Corner for Braga. Gyama takes it. It's cleared out, but Scott Orr with the foul. I think he's pushed somebody, and it's a penalty for Braga. Gyama to step up. And it's gone in. I thought Muller was going to get a hand to that, but it is a goal for Braga. They've got the lead against us. Just 15 minutes left as Babarahman tries to swing the ball into Scott Orr. It's headed across goal and Diaz is a man there to touch it home. That's 4 goals this season for Brahim Diaz and he's saved us a point here. Kostyansky plays the ball out wide to Diaz and he's gone and put the ball in his own net there, Callens. And we've managed to snatch a winner out of nowhere. Diaz the man to change things for us. And that will be pretty much the full-time whistle. It's a perfect run. 6 games, 6 wins in the Europa League. We're going to finish top of the group unless Rossi can do something here. But there it is, full-time. 18 points, the maximum haul. It's been a while. In fact, I don't think we've ever done that in a European competition. 18 points is pretty special. Well, it's a huge match with Manchester City, but luckily most of our players have been rested. It's only Babarahman who survives from that late win over Braga. We are in a good run of form at the moment. We're now 5 victories in a row. This will be 6 if we can beat City, and it will also push us up the table into 3rd place, depending on the margin of victory. We'd have to win 5-0 to overturn that margin of victory, but it would close the gap on Manchester United, the league leaders, to just 2 points. It's important we don't lose today. That's what we really don't want to happen, because it'd push us 6 points behind City again. But with a team this strong, we should be doing well. We've got Sane back in the team on the right flank, Origi on the left flank, and Simonson up top. Rabiot, Melagoni and Cook in the middle. Then Rahman, Lucas, Almanza and Chambers in defence. Corner from Cook sends it way over the box. Simonson trying to win the header, but Lindelof has done it. Here's Rabiot. He's played it against Lindelof, and now Manchester City can counter. They've got De Bruyne playing the ball over to Dele Alli. He picks out Gabriel Jesus and Babarahman with a dangerous tackle there. I thought that might be a penalty. Instead, Rabiot can launch an attack. Lucas just slowing things down. Now Origi plays it over the top. Jimenez has got there, but Melagoni plays it brilliantly to Sane, who's in and has scored. He's lashed that straight into the middle of the net. I'm not sure what Murray was doing, but I don't care. We're 1-0 up. John Stones plays it back to Murray in goal. Ball just punted forward from him. Now Stevanovic plays it out to Grimaldo. He's found De Bruyne. Good tackle from Chambers, and Melagoni slips that pass through two players, and Sane's been released on the right. Tackle from Grimaldo comes to Origi. It's 2-0. A couple of bits of fortune have given us a 2-goal cushion. Rabiot back to Lucas. He's just holding on to the ball at the moment. Now Cook finds Melagoni. Sane on the right. He's been brilliant today and he beats a defender. Tackle from Grimaldo. The ball's come straight to Simonsen, who lashes it in for 3-0. And it looks like it's just our day today. 3-0 up inside 16 minutes. Lewis Cook with a corner. Sends it to the far post. Melagoni's up there. So Simonsen, and Rabiot has smashed that one so hard at Murray that it's gone in anyway. 4-0 inside 25 minutes. Murray's given that ball straight to Sane. It just shows how poor Manchester City are at the moment. They're not able to keep the ball at all. But here's Griezmann. Maybe he can change things for him. Instead, he gives it away to Babarahman. Origi inside to Rabiot. Melagoni. Simonsen shifts past the defender. Finds Sane. Grimaldo with a big tackle. Griezmann can maybe play this one through to another Man City player. He finds D'Alessandro. Finds Dele Alli. How has he missed that? That was horrendous. De Bruyne's free kick cleared out. Sane can maybe counter-attack here. He's got the pace, but he's lost the ball to Grimaldo. He's just got the beating of him at the moment. D'Alessandro gives it away to Chambers. Here's Dele Alli though, who does find De Bruyne. He can certainly whip in a ball from there, and he's found Gabriel Jesus, and it is a lucky deflection, but it's made it 4-1. Dele Alli to De Bruyne. Now Griezmann on the attack, looks for Gabriel Jesus, who's been allowed in, and he's scored a great individual goal. That's 2 goals that he's got to bring Manchester City back into the game. It's actually Gabriel Barbosa. I've been saying his name wrong the whole time. Simonsen out to Favre. He's given the ball away, and Barbosa looking to get a hat-trick if he can. Jimenez to Riederwald, now Moraes. Dele Alli plays it over the top, looking for Barbosa, who's beaten Lucas there. Albini wins the ball back, but it's straight back to Man City. And now Murray plays it over to De Bruyne. Griezmann's in on goal, and it's 4-3, and I am worried. Just 15 seconds left, and we're in possession. That's where we need to be. We need Lucas to take it to the corner. Here's Melagoni. But Man City have got the ball back, and they're sending it forward quickly with Griezmann. He's on the wing. Big tackle from Albini, and that's a full-time whistle. And boy, was I on the edge of my seat at the end of that. That could have been one of the best comebacks I've ever seen in this game. Instead, we have moved up to 3rd place. We're ahead of Liverpool, 2 points behind Manchester United in the title race. Here is the Europa League draw that's just gone ahead. There's some very big teams in the mix. We're going to be taking on Lazio, who were first out of the draw. I'd expect us to come through that without any difficulty. I don't remember Lazio being in the Champions League any time recently. There are some big teams in here, the likes of Dortmund, Chelsea, Roma, Juventus and Bayern, the 2 really big ones. Dortmund will be a challenge, but they're the big ones we want to watch out for. Hopefully they get taken out, but I don't see Aberdeen and Club Brugge being the clubs to do that. I'd expect us to have a good run in this competition. Hopefully at least one of Bayern, Juventus, Chelsea and Dortmund get knocked out before we have to face them in the latter stages, but I'd expect us to progress quite easily through these latter stages. It's another big crunch game just 3 days after the match against Manchester City. Spurs are going to be very tough to beat, and we've also got the additional problem of Scott Orr throwing his toys out of the pram. He wants to join Chelsea, and nothing I could say would make him stay. No bids come in, which is pretty much what I said to him, and he's just completely thrown a fit. So he won't be starting for a little while, despite playing very well this season. It's really annoying, but luckily Leroy Sané was really on fire in the last game, and I'm hoping he'll keep that up today. The team's not changed that much, if at all. We've got Mamana coming back into defence after his suspension. Chambers pushed out to the right. Lucas and Rahman on the left side of the field. Everywhere else the same as before, and I'm hoping we can get the same first half we had last time out and avoid that second half finish. Thiago plays the ball out to Breland Bolo. He's lost it to Babarahman. Coutinho has taken it from Simonson though. Now Eric Dyer over to Romagnoli. That's a good ball to find Guedes. Chambers has won it back though, and Sane plays it into the middle, but straight to Felix. I don't know why he's playing a pass that risky. And Bolo puts it in. Lucas is there. Nobody can keep their passes together at the moment, and Bernat is coming at us again. Here's Salazar to Felix. Mamana clears it upfield. Sane might just get there, and he's robbed Romagnoli of the ball. He's got players over, including Simonson, and it's saved from Lurie, and he really should have passed that to Simonson. Tottenham's free kick taken short. Coutinho plays it back to Dyer. His ball over the top looking for Felix, but Chambers has come and taken it. Now Rabiot. Back to Cook. Babarahman. They've given that ball straight to Spurs, and Coutinho plays it over to Salazar. Thiago in the box has finished it, and we're a goal behind, and it's a mistake from our own team that has led to it. Melagoni finds Origi. Now Rabiot trying to pick out Simonson, but Romagnoli's there. Salazar out to Mbolo. Back to Salazar. Now Felix. Spurs are looking dangerous, and the ball's come to Mbolo. He's got a man over, but Lucas has taken him out, and it's a penalty to Spurs. Up steps Guedes to score. It's 2-0, and it's going to be very difficult for us to come back from this. Rabiot to Origi. It's not too late if we can get a goal soon, but instead Spurs are on the ball. They send it back to Lurie. Felix nods it on, and Guedes doesn't quite get between the two Newcastle players. Sane instead across to Rabiot. Ball out wide, excellent pass to Babarahman. Back into Rabiot, finds Rahman again. Ball swung in, and Origi's there to give us some hope. Another goal would bring us level. Well, we've really tried to hammer down the Spurs door after closing the gap to 1 goal, but we've not been able to do it. We've been beaten 2-1, which is going to affect our league position quite a bit. We are down to 4th place, now 3 points behind Manchester City. It's not as bad as it could have been. Manchester United were beaten by Liverpool, and Manchester City managed to get the win. So it's switched who's at the top of the table. But we've still got some work to do. I think a couple of games left till the halfway mark in the season. It's not out of the realms of possibility we could be top by the time we hit that 19-match stage of the season. Our league form at home has been very good this season. We need it to continue today against Stoke. We've got the same 11 going out that were beaten by Spurs narrowly. I'm still waiting for Morten Simonsen to get back to that scintillating form he had last season. At the very beginning of this, he had a little shoulder injury, and his confidence seems to have been knocked quite a bit since then. He's not fully recovered. I'm hoping he can get the goals though at home against Stoke. We've got a few very beatable teams coming up in the league, and it'd be nice to see him back amongst the goals because we're relying heavily on Origi at the moment. The midfield and defence doing quite well this season. Lewis Cook and Melagoni can maybe step up their game, but we do have Kovacic on the bench who's been very good as well. And it'd be nice to see Favre get more involved in the team after fully recovering from that broken leg. But the final episode of this match is an important one because there is a small chance we could climb up to 1st or 2nd in the league if results go our way today. Simonson plays the ball over to Sane. He's having to chase after it, pulls it back in. Melagoni, and Simonson's near there, but it's a good save from Butland. Cook with a corner. In from Lucas, whose header has gone straight into the back of the net. It's 1-0. Corner from Kovacic towards the far post this time. Simonson's up there, and Cook volleys it home for 2-0. Loses the ball to Bernard. Now Keane, switching it to Shaqiri. He's cut out by Mamana, and Melagoni's found Sane in a good position. He's cutting across the box, and it's gone in. I think there was a deflection on that, but it'll count as Sane's goal. Only 4 goals for him this season, but he's made it 3-0 and comfortable. Favre picks up the ball from the corner, pulls it back. Cook with the effort. It's gone for Kostianski, and he's found the goal for 4-0. There's a full-time whistle. It is a very good home victory, 4 goals to 0, keeping that clean sheet, which is nice to see. And the win does take us up to third place. We haven't gone as high as first or second as I thought we might, but third place isn't a bad place to finish. Chelsea could still go ahead of us though, but we're only 3 points behind Manchester City, who we have already beaten this season. Well, at the end of this episode, we're in a pretty good position. It's not been a bad episode. The one defeat to Spurs away aside, we've actually done very well. Had a 6-game winning streak, then the defeat, and we've won our last match. We've got games against Middlesbrough, Sunderland, Bournemouth, Scunthorpe, Swansea, and then finishing away at Manchester United in the EFL Cup next episode. We'll also enter the January transfer window, which will be quite interesting. Just worth noting, our home form has been near perfect this season. A draw to Swansea and to Chelsea aside, we've won every game at home this season. So pretty nice. It's the away form that is letting us down a bit. 3 defeats and a couple of draws. We could do with picking that up a little bit, and hopefully we can do that against Middlesbrough and Bournemouth in the league in the games to come. But that is it for this episode. Do drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed us returning to form. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and until next time, see ya.